I'm Jemma at Create on Your Campus, and I'm really glad to see you here today for another Creating at Home or in the Classroom project that we're going to be doing with felt. Felt is a material that's great to work with, and you find it in classrooms a lot for special fabric-minded projects. It's soft and it's easy to cut, and it doesn't require any sewing to make it stay together, and it doesn't come undone from itself or fray like fabric does. So it's a lot of fun to work with. And I'm going to have a little project making a little flag banner or bunting, as it's often called, just using a piece of string and some strips of felt. So you can take a sheet of felt like this one here. This is how it often is found in a craft store, or you might find it in the classroom if the teacher has it on hand. And then you're going to cut it into some smaller pieces. I made longer strips, just about 1 inch wide, as long as the piece itself was. And then I cut those pieces into shorter pieces. So I cut them into, I think, quarters. So I did about 2 inches, 2 inches, 2 inches, 2 inches, and that worked out to be an 8-inch strip. So when you take those smaller pieces and they're cut, this is a different color now, then they're smaller and the way to work with for your mini bunting. So you'll use a piece of string or yarn. You can even use a thin kind of ribbon, and you'll take your small piece and just lay it kind of where it's halfway on each side, and then you can fold it over and you will glue it. So I happen to be out of glue today, but you can also staple it, you can sew it, and you can hot glue it. Hot gluing would be the fastest way. That's how I made this one here. And once you get your pieces on, you can fold them and glue them in to be close together or further apart. You can decide, you can change colors, you can do different designs. And another thing you want to note about when you're gluing them is you want to keep the gluing away from the middle here so that the string can be free to move, unless you really don't want anything to move. But sometimes you want to have the freedom to have it move along. So you would put your glue a little lower down inside. If you are using school glue, it does take a little bit of time to dry, and a stapler would just staple it right away and wouldn't show too much because it would sort of soak into the felt a little bit, if that makes sense. So you'll take your pieces like that and then just continue on one after the other to make your banner. And the one that I made here, I wanted to point out that I have 3 different styles of cutting that I did. So you could even decide and make your own. But one I did kind of a chevron point, and then this one is sort of like an inverted triangle that I cut out, and this one I left square. But you could also do a rounded shape, and these are just fun for small little bunting like this to put on a pencil case at school, or on a birthday cake at home, or even on a door. They are fun to display lots of different places. So I hope you have fun exploring this idea using felt. You can even try it with paper if you don't have felt on hand, and explore what you can make. Have fun and get decorating. We'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.